who makes tough decisions and is a proven leader. A man who thinks all day about Texas. A man who dreams about Texas. And a man who wakes up and wonders what he can do to make Texas a better place for you, for me, for our children, and our grandchildren. My husband, Rick Perry.
Honey, thank you very much. There are a lot of people that are the reason I'm getting to stand here tonight, but there's nobody more important and nobody that had more to do that than that beautiful blonde girl that I talked into marrying me some 28 years ago. So, Nita, thank you for your support, honey. I love you. You cannot do things like this without someone like her. And we've been blessed to have two fabulous children in Griffin and Sydney, and I also want to thank my mom and dad for being here tonight. They taught me some great values. They told me the same kind of Texas values that have made this state so great. And I really want to thank all of you for being here tonight to help us celebrate a very important moment in our party's history. A little bit ago I took a phone call from Senator Hutchinson, and she gave her, extended her congratulations, and I'm greatly appreciative of the very gracious way that she offered the support to us in the upcoming campaign and to unite the party together as we go forward. I thanked her. I thanked her for her kindness. I thanked her for the campaign that she had won. I gratefully accepted her offer to work with her and to unite the party to move forward, and I really look forward to working with her and her supporters over the next 8 months as we go forward. So, there are some folks who have watched this campaign with great interest in 2008, or I should say there were folks who were watching the national campaign in 2008, and they started to celebrate at what they considered to be the end of the Republican Party and the final nail in the coffin of American conservatism. But there were a string of victories that have come along here lately. There was a victory in New Jersey. There was a victory in Virginia. There was a victory in Massachusetts. And now there has been a victory in Texas. And I think the message is pretty clear. Conservatism has never been stronger than it is today. And we're taking our country back. One vote at a time, one election at a time. This election was about hard-working Texans sending a simple, compelling message to Washington. Quit spending all the money. Stop trying to take over our lives and our businesses. The numbers indicate that a lot of new people participated in this election process, and I think that bodes well for our state because it means people are awake, they are energized, they are aware of the power that they hold in their hands because people are paying attention. Washington cannot hide from the fact that Congress hiked the national debt ceiling to $14.3 trillion. They cannot hide from the fact, they cannot conceal that the budget that they're going forward with has more than a $5 trillion debt in it over the next 5 years. They cannot hide from that. Voters are aware. Voters are aware of Washington's intent to enact laws and regulations that will cripple our energy industry and kill jobs all across this country, but particularly in Texas. They are trying to impose national education standards that will reduce the quality of our workforce, negotiate a health care bill that would decrease our ability to have good health care and cost billions of dollars for the people of this country. Today, the votes of those informed citizens were tallied, and there was a resounding message that is reverberating all the way from Texas to Washington, D.C. Texas voters said no. They said no to Washington bureaucrats making decisions that state leaders and citizens should be making for themselves. They said no to legislation that will kill jobs and drive people out of our economy. They said no to a culture of reckless spending and policies that endanger our children's future. However, Republican voters didn't say no to everything. They said a resounding yes to leadership that controls spending, fights for individual freedoms, and the United States Constitution. So from Driftwood, Texas to Washington, D.C., we are sending you a message tonight. Stop messing with Texas!